I was lucky enough to be picked as one of 5 women that get to go over to Australia and represent Team USA in an all women's race. I think there's 4 countries in total: the United States, Australia, New Zealand, and Africa, I believe. So it's a pretty big deal. If I'm not mistaken, this is the first time that the US has sent an all-female team for an event like this before. So it's pretty cool to be a part of it, and I think it's going to be a really cool experience. I've been thankful enough to get to go overseas and go to Europe and a couple other countries and race before, but there's some younger women on this team who haven't had the chance to, so it's going to be pretty cool. I've been told this past year that I'm apparently a veteran in the women's class now, so I guess I really will be over in this Australia race, being one of 2 riders who's been able to go overseas and do stuff like this before. So it'll be pretty cool. We're normally all racing against each other, battling for wins and stuff like that. So it's going to be a cool dynamic trying to race together as a team. And I think it's going to be a good race. I think we're going to be fighting up front, hopefully with good results, and everyone's staying safe. Hopefully we'll be bringing the gold back to the United States. I don't know too much on the backstory of how this Australia race came to happen. I know that last year, which I want to say was the first year they did it, it was between strictly Australia and New Zealand. And I know they wanted to broaden their horizons. And I think with the push that we've made in the last year for the women's racing, I think that might have had something to do with it. We've really been pushing hard to make the WMX here as close to what it used to be as possible. And I think we've been putting the right amount of pressure and getting the right people in where we need to be, realistically where they need to be. When this opportunity started kind of floating about, I would imagine that some of the people in the AMA realized that it would have been a good opportunity for us, reached out and made things happen. I think as a team goes, this is going to be a pretty solid team. We've got some of the best in the whole United States going over to Australia for this race. It's me, Kylie Stallings, Lachlan Turner, Michaela Nielsen, and Jamie Astudillo. So 4 out of the 5 of us were top 4 at Loretta's this year. So that's pretty cool. And the 5th rider, which is Jamie, she won the WMX East this year. So it's a pretty all-star team. We've got some good talent, got some strengths in each rider. I think we've all got our own strong points. So I think we're going to be a really tough team to beat. We've just got to stay up, stay smooth, stay consistent. And I think we've all got a pretty good relationship between each other. And we all have, for the most part, a pretty good time hanging out with each other and riding with each other. So I think that's going to show when we get over there and we get to actually race for a team. And not just against each other. So it'll be a pretty cool experience for everyone around. I know I've only personally done 1 team race, and that was with Jamie, and that was a pretty cool experience. Instead of 2, it's now 5, so I think that's going to be pretty cool. I think we're going to surprise some people when we go over to Australia. Yeah, so we're actually selling shirts and hoodies, windbreakers, and I think there's a backpack or 2 on there. This shirt is actually one of them. RaiseItForUSA.com, and you can find all the merch there. And then there's actually also a spot where you can just straight donate if you don't want to buy a shirt or anything. And if you wanted to, I'm sure you could reach out to any of the 5 of us and just personally ask if you can help. And I know personally I've got Venmo, Cash App, I got all of them, and I'm sure the rest of the girls do too. So if you want to go to a specific person or if you want to support the team, there's that. And then we also have the link, so if you want to be able to watch it, follow us on all of our social media accounts. We're going to be posting about it. Anyone and everywhere, you can watch it. You have to make an account, but it's for free. So support Team USA and hopefully watch us bring home the #1.